What's up, guys? Eldrax here, and today I'm gonna review the Royal Rumble and give you my thoughts of how I thought it went. It was four simple matches, so we're just gonna go from the beginning to the end. So first, I want to start with the women's match, which, goddamn, that was a good match. Like from bell to bell, I really don't have any complaints for it. Um, Bailey won the match, as you can see. Bailey won, which is my pick to win. And I'm not going to be like, oh, of course she was your pick because she won. No, because I'll be honest, for the men's rumble, my pick did not win, but that's all right. So Natalia started number one, that's cool. Then Naomi returned at number two, which is like her second or third time being number two, which is a little weird. And I think her like second time returning as number two. I think she's returned in the Rumble. Like every Rumble she's been in, it feels like she's a return, but that's okay. I was popped to see Naomi. A lot of people figured she'd come back because of losing her TNA Women's Championship, which is whatever. Then we got some other people, some like The Way, just some other people, and then the I like how Triple H said in the press conference. I don't use silly terms like the door, but we got TNA star Jordan Grace, the current TNA Women's Knockout Champion, and she's a powerhouse. she's nice. She got in there. She lasted quite a while, so that was good for her. Then we got some other people. I'm trying to think of like any notable people. Not really. And then we got yeah, so a bunch of the roster was coming in. And who would come out? Nia Jax and Becky Lynch started coming out. Bianca Belair was there. Oh yeah, with Bailey, who came in at number 3. So this is the second time the Women's Rumble has been won by the 3 position, because Bianca did that. But yeah, so Bailey won, which is Bailey, Asuka, and Kairi were in there. Damage Control, and then Kairi tried to like save herself from elimination by like spidering onto the wall, onto the apron, but it didn't really work. And like she was kind of like stuck, so she kind of just slid off, and then Asuka went out. I don't know if that was planned. Um, I feel like it was, or I feel like it was supposed to go that way. I didn't see a world where she was getting back in, but who knows? All right, so let's see. Becky, Nia got some big powerhouses. Bianca, they all last. Like we got like Maxine, Michin was one of the last people. We got Maxine. No legends this time. Few surprises, obviously. Um, who was else? I'm not gonna go in order because I can't remember exactly the entrance order. But so when Valhalla was coming out, R-Truth came out because he thought it was his time to enter the Rumble because he was number 24 like she was, but he was for the men's and he was just so confused. It was just a fun comedy bit. So let's get to the end of the Rumble. Let's see. Like Jordan Grace got thrown out. All right, so some more surprises we got. Roxanne Perez, who, funny enough, they spoiled at the very beginning of the show because they showed a video of Randy Orton walking to the arena. In the background, they were showing Roxanne Perez's entrance theme, or like her Titantron, for like a split second. So you're like, oh well, I wonder why they showed it. She's in the match, which is fine. She was in the last year, did good. She didn't eliminate anybody, but she did all right. Bailey also set the record for longest woman in a match. She beat Riaz, so that's good. Nia Jax tied for the elimination record with like 8, maybe 8, which was held by Bianca and Shayna, I think. Yeah. All right, so we got, let's see, 28, big one, Jade Cargill. You know, made her name in AEW as being like only ever losing once. But yeah, so she was a beast, and I wanted her to win. She was actually, or not wanted her to win. I wanted her in the match. Originally, I was a couple months ago when I was thinking about who could win. I was like, what if they'd pull like a Jade Cargill like beast? She comes in there. Well, they pulled that, but she didn't win. But she did good. She lifted Nia Jax like ease. I understand people can lift her. Nia Jax isn't the biggest person in the entire world. She's able to be lifted by someone who's strong. You know, we had John Cena lift a Big Show and Edge at the same time. Like Jesus, but with ease. And then she like flexed while she was doing it. I was like, damn, that's like sweet. Then 29, Tiffany Stratton from NXT, another big surprise, which was all she did good. Throughout Perez, she did some other stuff. She was the final five. I wouldn't say final four, but there's a reason why I say it like that. And then Liv Morgan was number 30, and a lot of people are like they didn't like Liv because they had like high expectations, like AJ or Sasha, and I was like, but it's Liv. But a lot of people were clamoring that they wanted Liv to win the Rumble like a month ago. They were like, I want Liv to win so she can challenge Rhea, and I'm like, why? Why are people so stupid? Like, Liv is a good number 30, and I'll get to it later. Why I think fans are like, their expectations are too high. Anyway, so the final. I'll say final five. I know final four, but final five, or Jade Cargill throughout Nia, Naomi, and Becky. Well, she used Naomi as a weapon against Becky. So she did good. She threw out a few other people too. But, yeah, so she did that. And so Tiffany Stratton and Bianca Belair got eliminated at the same time. Tiffany was holding on to Bianca's braid trying to stay in, and Bayley threw both of them out. So it's technically Tiffany 5, Bianca 4, but that's fine. And then Liv Morgan hit like a apron oblivion to Jade Cargill, threw her out, and like within seconds, Bayley kicked her ass out of the ring, and Bayley won the Rumble, which is really good. Bayley deserves it. So good job to Bayley. Next, we're going to talk about the Fatal 4-Way for the undisputed WWE, or the WWE Undisputed Universal Championship. Held by your tribal chief, my tribal chief, everybody's tribal chief, Roman Reigns. The match was good. I liked it. It was, a lot of people didn't like it. I thought it was okay. I thought it was it confused me at times, so it's not the best match I've ever seen. It's definitely not Roman's best match I've ever seen, but it's alright. So basically, they're all fighting. It was Roman Reigns, LA Knight, yeah. Anyways, AJ Styles and Randy Orton, and they did good. The match was all right. They fought for a while, and then it got there was a point where people started hitting like their signatures, and I was like, it was early on the match, so I didn't really know if what was gonna happen, like. It's pretty early to be doing those things, so what's the plan here? And Roman Reigns wanted to stack all three of the people, or at least two of them, and win, because he did that, at Mania, and he's like, I'll do it again. But it's fine. Anyways, yes. Randy Orton RKO'd AJ Styles, LA Knight, and Roman Reigns. He caught Roman Reigns out of a Superman punch, not a spear, like a lot of people say. It was a Superman punch, and he caught him. And the referee got 1, 2, and then Solo pulled the referee out. Was it? Yeah, Solo pulled the ref out. And then Randy Orton, I think, went out to him. Solo spiked Knight. He was going to put AJ through the barricade. He was going to do the running hip attack. And AJ moved. Solo was out. Rest of the match, no Solo. A lot of people hate it because they don't think Solo should have been involved at all. And Roman could have won clean, which is fine. Roman could have. But it's Roman Reigns in the bloodline. You don't think he's going to cheat? You don't think he's going to say... Because he was going to lose to Randy Orton, probably. Maybe not. I don't know. But you got to imagine, it's Roman Reigns. He'll always do this. He'll always get Solo or Jimmy to interfere. It's just how he is. He is the head of the table. And that table's going to serve him. So, whoever's going to do it is going to do it. So obviously, if you watch a match, Cody won the men's rumble. We're gonna get Cody Roman again, which is fine, kind of. And then I'm sure Solo will be involved in that match too, and I don't care. That's just how it is. You can't say this is someone's character. And I love this character. Oh, but this part of his character, no. Like it ruins everything. You can't be like Roman Reigns is the best, but the reason he's up here on this level is because he's been cheating. Why wouldn't he stay on God mode where he's at by the same strategy? So I don't really care that Solo got involved. I'm just glad the match Solo wasn't the reason the match ended. That's what I'm glad about, which is fine. Anyways, so AJ got in. Roman was gonna Roman stacked or LA Knight and Randy were stacked on each other. Roman was gonna pin him. AJ hit a phenomenal forearm onto Roman. He landed on the stack. Roman's one shoulder wasn't down, but it didn't matter because he was the top of the stack. He was not the person getting pinned. AJ tried to pin him. They all three kicked out. It's a good spot. I liked it. And then it kind of went to like a finisher fest. Everybody hit their finishers, all four of them. And then we had Roman we had LA Knight gonna BFT Roman, gonna win with it. Roman threw him into the ropes, knocked off AJ Styles, who was trying to springboard for the phenomenal forearm. Roman punched him, speared Styles, pinned him. Roman won. That's it. Roman's going to Mania, obviously. And I'm going to say it right now. I don't think Roman will lose at Mania. And I kind of don't want him to. Just because I think it'll be funny to see Cody lose again. Anyways, alright. And third match, number 3. Logan Paul, the United States Champion, the Maverick, versus the prize fighter, Kevin Owens. A lot of people like this match, and I did too. I like this match. But I feel like it was a little overbooked at the end. Too chaotic for me. But I understand why. And I'm glad that it ended in a way that Logan Paul hasn't won in the past. It wasn't just a brass knuckles punch by some random hands it. It was something like that, but not like that. And we'll get into it. Alright, so what happened was Logan Paul and Kevin Owens, they had a good fight. A bunch of the good moves and stuff. We almost saw a pop-up powerbomb. Paul reversed. Saw a stunner. Paul reversed. Logan Paul was getting everything. Logan Paul hit a good frog splash. Owens kicked out. Logan Paul was reversing everything. We saw the Maverick Lariat or slingshot Lariat, which was he connected really good. I liked it. We saw Logan Paul try to superplex Owens and laugh about it, saying, "You said nobody could do this, Graves. I'll do it." And then Kevin Owens reversed like he always does, and that was a good spot. I thought it was funny. But yeah, and then what happened was Logan hit the one lucky punch on Owens. Oh, and he was going after the handall match, which makes sense for the story. He hit the one lucky punch, and KO kicked out, which Logan Paul was shocked as hell. And then after that, he's like, I don't know how to beat you without cheating. So he asked his manager, Jeff, the guy from like his podcast or something. I don't really know a lot about him. But they did say his name was Jeff. I didn't know that. They asked him for the brass knucks. Referee saw it. Referee said, "Get the hell out." He got the security. A-Town Down Under, Waller and Theory came out. And they said, "Hey, don't be mean to this guy. Let him." Anyways, they did all that as Logan Paul wanted the brass knuckles. KO's kind of getting back to his feet. Theory actually grabbed the knuckles and slid them to Logan Paul while the referee was busy. Logan Paul put him on. But then he tried to punch KO. KO caught his hand, ripped those knuckles off of him, punched him with the knuckles, knocked Logan Paul out, and KO went for the pin and got a 1, 2. Wait a second. The referee saw those brass knuckles on his finger or hand and said, "Stop, no cheating," and then called it a disqualification. Logan Paul won via disqualification, which was really interesting because this is the first time Logan Paul, and then Logan Paul got put through the table, which was good too. But it was great because at SummerSlam, Logan Paul just won with the knuckles. At Crown Jewel, he won with the knuckles. But this time, he didn't win with the knuckles. He got disqualified, or he won because of someone else using the knuckles, because of a DQ, which I thought was cool. A lot of people really like this match. My fit. It was okay. I'd say because of the shenanigans and stuff, I put it on the exact same level as the Fatal 4-Way because that's how I feel. I like the Fatal 4-Way as much as I like this match, which doesn't mean I hated them. I liked the match. I'd give them both like 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10, something like that. The Women's Rumble, I'd give 10 out of 10. That was great. I love that. But the Men's Rumble. Men's Rumble is not getting a 10 out of 10. It's not getting a 9 or an 8 or a 7, a 6 at best. The reason is it felt slow. Is my reason. Now obviously I'm not a person that's like I want surprises and legends and all that. I liked how they used almost all current guys, but it just seemed a little slow. It started off with Jay and Jimmy, the Usos, 1 and 2, which is I like that. That was good. But then like Grayson Waller came out, didn't last so long. Carmelo Hayes was in there from NXT. He did good. And a bunch of guys. I was surprised to see a few people names get picked. We didn't see Chad Gable or Otis or anything, which is fine. They were in the last year, so that's all right. My pick to win, by the way, was CM Punk because I'm basic, and I thought CM Punk was gonna win, and he didn't, which is fine. So they had no legends. They had surprises, just no legends. Oh wait, Andrade returned. Andrade came back, and that was really cool. It's like El Idolo, and then Andrade came out, and I liked it. When Santos was in there, he was like trying to be buddy because they're both Latino, and Andrade basically said, "No, go away," and they didn't like that. I don't know if he threw him out or not. No, Carlito threw him out when he came in because they have like a feud going on, which is fine. So you had all the basic names, no big names until really Cody Rhodes, honestly, at number 15, who won the damn thing. Cody came in at 15. He did really good. I liked it. And alright, let me think here. I'll just mention everybody in the match, I'll mention all the returns first, or all the surprises. Braun Breaker from NXT, great. Omos, fine. Pat McAfee was in the match and eliminated himself. Whatever, I didn't really care. I understood the bit. I'm like, it's sports entertainment, it's comedy, I get it. It's not for everybody. I didn't hate it, didn't love it. It was there. It's just how it was, Pat McAfee. It didn't surprise me that he was in it either, because I'm like, they've had like Logan Paul, Bad Bunny being in Rumbles. Why not Pat? Pat's like the other like celebrity wrestler now, which is cool. Yeah. So they had Sami Zayn at number 30, which a lot of people hate, and if you're those people, I don't give a shit because it's Sami Zayn. Last year at the Rumble, this man hit Roman Reigns with the chair, and everybody was cheering for him. We wanted them to win Elimination Chamber. Don't lie. You wanted Sami Uso to win. Sami Zayn was the best thing last year, so for him to get number 30 spot, good for him. I don't give it. You wanted what? The Rock? No, you ain't getting him. You wanted Hulk Hogan? Gross. I saw someone say they wanted Dolph Ziggler. Man just got fired from the company. He ain't gonna be in the Rumble. And yeah, so that's all the surprises, I think. That's all the notable ones. I think Truth had a comedy spot where he did a tag team. He thought it was a tag team match, and he saved Dominic from Gunther, because Dominic tagged him in finally. He got JD eliminated pretty soon, which we all knew was gonna happen. So yeah, the big names that I like to stand out, Gunther, Damian Priest, Dominic Mysterio, Braun Breaker, Jey Uso, he was in it for long. Jimmy Uso, I liked how Jimmy Uso tried to dab up everybody he could. I thought that was hilarious. Karrion Kross and Bobby Lashley, their performance didn't really impress me that much. But they had like a fight with the AOP and Street Profits, little spot thing. They'll have a match soon, I assume. So after that, we had, who else was good? Cody, CM Punk. I love CM Punk. He was great. A lot of people are like, he looked horrible. He didn't look the best. He wasn't obviously like doing a bunch of cool things, but it's CM Punk. He did a lot of, and people. Okay, so I saw this one online, and this annoyed the hell out of me. When Punk tried to lift up Drew McIntyre, and he like couldn't get him up, and then Drew got out and Claymored him. People are like, CM Punk's weak. CM Punk can't do it anymore. One, CM Punk lifted Cody Rhodes up easily. Two, lifting up someone's not that easy. Three, it was probably supposed to happen, where Drew's big as hell, and he got off of Punk's shoulders. You know, that's like if someone saw CM Punk try to lift it up like. Here's a better example. That's Ricochet and Braun Strowman. You see Ricochet lifting up Braun? No. CM Punk's like in his late 40s. He's not the strong man. And two, he wasn't supposed to. But I think he did good. I believe there's a Punk heel turn coming for his Seth Rollins feud. That's obvious. Because at the very end, Final Four was the most predictable thing out of this entire night. Which was Cody Rhodes, Punk, Gunther, and Drew McIntyre. What happened was, Punk eliminated Drew, Cody eliminated Gunther, and they had a good like scrap. Some crossroads, some GTSs. Punk hit a pedigree, which is cool. Some near eliminations, and then Punk. After Punk hit the pedigree, he said, "I'm not losing to Dusty's kid." Tried to pick him up for one last GTS. Obviously he hesitated because he's gonna be a bad guy. And then when he went for the GTS, Cody got out. Cody grabbed his head and tossed him out. Cody won for the second time in a year, or in the back-to-back years consecutive. He's he's the fourth two-time. Hulk Hogan, Shawn Michaels, and Steve Austin. Yeah, he's the fourth, which is fine. And obviously WWE loves setting records because it's just how they work. So, yeah. So, out of all, Brock Lesnar was supposed to be in this match. I'll comment on that. And people say his spot was either taken by Pat McAfee, and which is why Pat McAfee had a really, like, comedy, like, nothing spot, or Braun Breaker. And either way, if it was Brock instead of Pat, that's fine. Brock would have been cool. But I'd rather have Braun Breaker than Brock Lesnar. And the reason is Braun Breaker's the future. He was spearing the shit out of people. Tossed out Finn Balor and Jimmy Uso, I think. No. Finn Balor and... Was it Jimmy? Yeah, no. Who was it? I don't know. It might have been Jimmy. It might not have been. It doesn't matter. He tossed out a few people. Tossed out Omos single-handedly. Clotheslined his big ass over the ropes. And then got thrown out by Dominic, which is whatever. But yeah, I like that Cody won. It's okay. It sets up the story. I still think Roman Reigns will win at Mania again and show Cody like can't do it, which is fine. But yeah, so I'm excited for WrestleMania 40. I like the Royal Rumble. I give it a solid 8 out of 10 show, to be honest. I don't ask for too much, and what I did ask for pretty much happened, other than CM Punk didn't win. But the reason CM Punk didn't win, and the reason I believe it, is he just came back. This is his first match. And I saw people like, oh, he's going to TNA or AEW now because he lost. One, Punk knew what was happening. Punk did that on purpose. He put Cody over. It's just CM Punk. And, he is a team player. He didn't like the way that it used to be because he was a one-sided team player, but man's going to get the World Heavyweight Championship at Mania. Whatever. It's fine. And and so the company didn't want to put all of their faith in CM Punk instantly. He'll get it. There's next year. I want LA Knight to win next year. I don't give a shit. Or he might win one of the... I don't know. We'll have to wait for next year. But I'm excited for the Elimination Chamber, and I'm excited for WrestleMania. And so if you are excited for WrestleMania 40, subscribe, hit the like, and comment what match at Mania might happen that you're excited for. Are you excited to see like Jimmy versus Jay, Punk Rollins, Reigns, Cody, I'm sure Bianca, Cargill, what else? What else do I think is gonna happen real quick? Um, Rhea and Liv? No, Rhea and Becky. And Rhea, it could be Rhea, Becky, and Liv. Maybe. Io and Bailey will most likely be the match. But yeah, so it doesn't really matter. What matters is if you guys liked it, and if you didn't, if it wasn't your favorite Royal Rumble, I understand. I liked it. So yeah, peace out.